I never drive alone late at night, especially on empty highways. But there I was, way past midnight, trying to make it home after visiting a friend in the next town over. I was exhausted, the road seemed endless, and my old car had started making unsettling noises about an hour back. Just as I thought I might actually make it, the engine sputtered and died. I pulled over, heart racing, gripping the wheel. The silence around me felt huge and unsettling, broken only by the faint rustling of trees in the distance. I was stranded, my phone battery almost dead, and there was no one to call even if it worked. I got out, waving at the few passing cars, but no one stopped. I felt exposed, like something was watching me from the shadows. And just as I was considering walking, I saw headlights approaching slowly from behind. Relief and dread tangled inside me, but I forced myself to stay calm, hoping this driver might help. The car pulled up, and the driver rolled down the window, a man, maybe in his 40s, wearing a baseball cap. He gave me a small, crooked smile. "Need a lift?" he asked. I hesitated but nodded, feeling vulnerable but out of options. I climbed in, keeping to my side of the seat, and muttered a quick thanks. He nodded, his eyes lingering on me just a little too long before he started driving. At first, we drove in silence, and I thought maybe it would be fine. Just a quick ride to the nearest gas station. But then he started asking questions. Casual at first, but each one hitting closer to my nerves. "So, where were you headed?" he asked. "Just home," I replied, keeping my answers short. "You live alone?" he added, a slight smirk pulling at his mouth. My stomach twisted. I forced a small smile and answered, "No, I live with family." I hoped that would be enough. But he just nodded, a strange look on his face, like he was amused. The road stretched on, and every minute felt like an hour. I kept glancing at the gas gauge, hoping he was actually taking me somewhere safe. Then he asked, "Do you have a boyfriend?" My heart dropped. I didn't want to answer, but I knew silence might make things worse. "Yeah," I said quickly. "He's actually waiting for me." He nodded, but the smirk grew, his eyes flicking to me. "Well, hope he's not the jealous type, picking up rides from strangers and all that." He laughed softly, and I tried to laugh it off, but my voice sounded strained, even to me. We passed a gas station in the distance, and I seized my chance. "Hey, could you pull over there?" I asked, trying to sound calm. "I can call someone from here." But he just kept driving. My heart pounded, but I stayed as calm as I could. "Did you hear me? That gas station back there would have been fine." He ignored me, eyes locked on the road, pretending I hadn't said anything. Panic clawed its way up, but I fought to keep it from showing. Finally, I spotted another gas station up ahead. I tried a different tactic. "Actually, I'm feeling carsick. Could we stop for a minute?" After a long pause, he slowed down and pulled into the gas station. The second he stopped, I grabbed the door handle, practically throwing myself out before he could react. I sprinted inside, ignoring the strange looks from the late-night clerk. Shaking, I asked to use their phone and called the only number I knew by heart, hoping someone would pick up. Through the window, I saw his car idling a moment longer, headlights glaring. Then, finally, he drove off, his taillights disappearing into the night.